General Hospital twist, Erika Slezak as new Monica Quartermain OLTL star recast? General Hospital sees daytime legend Erika Slezak is coming to GH. If you watched One Life to Live, you know her as Victoria Lord Buchanan. Slezak played Vicky Lord from 1971 all the way to the final episode that aired on ABC in 2012 and also in the brief online reboot in 2013 that didn't last too long on the web. But the big question is, who will Erika play when she comes to GH? And we're wondering if there is a possible huge recast twist involved. We're going to talk about whether Erika Slezak is playing her character or possibly a recast of an existing character in her short arc. Erika Slezak's return to General Hospital, will she play Vicky or a recast character? So, the official info on this appearance came first from Erika Slezak's personal website with her admin posting. Erika has just informed me she has signed a short-term contract with ABC's General Hospital. The message continued with, at this time, Erika does not know which character she will be playing or when her scenes will air, but is excited to be working again with executive producer Frank Valentini and the cast of GH. And they promised more details to follow. Then the showrunner himself confirmed, and he posted, "I'm thrilled to confirm that my dear friend and former One Life to Live colleague Erika Slezak will appear on General Hospital this fall." And Frank Valentini added, "Stay tuned and keep watching as we prepare to introduce another daytime legend to Port Charles." Fan theories, Lulu Spencer, Vicky Lord, and a possible Monica Quartermain recast. So, obviously, longtime ABC soap fans are hoping Erika is coming to Port Charles as her Landview character. And there was a little bit of a kind of hope about that for a few months now, because when Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, woke from her coma and started reviving her journalism career, she was pursuing a position at the Landview Banner with Victoria Lord Buchanan as her editor, and that's what she's doing now. So, of course, with Lulu working for Vicky, well, that character is the most obvious choice. However, we are also wondering, since they introduced it as a question mark, if Erika may instead be playing a recast character, possibly Monica Quartermain, Leslie Charleson, to give the character an exit story. Just as a frame of reference, Erika and Leslie are only a year apart in age. So it works. Erika Slezak's legacy, daytime Emmy wins and iconic Victoria Lord storylines. We're going to talk about it more in a minute, but no matter who she's playing on General Hospital, Erika Slezak was absolutely amazing on One Life to Live. You may know that she won 6 daytime Emmys for Outstanding Lead Actress over the years playing Victoria Lord Buchanan. She won in 1984, 1986, 1992, 1995, 1996, and 2005. Erika holds the record, in fact, for most lead actress daytime Emmy wins. Amazing. So, and all well-deserved, of course. So, perhaps, you know, Vicky's best and most memorable storyline on One Life to Live to me, and you may have a difference of opinion, was her dissociative identity disorder. Remembering Victoria Lord's Did storyline on One Life to Live. The Did storyline, it went on for quite a while, and the DID story has been done on a lot of soaps, but I feel like on OLTL it was done right. Erika played it so superbly as Vicky's Did came and went, you know, it was on and off. Just when she thought she had beat it, one or more of her alters would come back. Vicky had several alters who would take over her life and do things, big things that Vicky didn't remember. If you watched One Life to Live, you may recall that one of her alters divorced her husband, Clint Buchanan, for instance. I think the alter who pulled that was Nikki Smith, who was a promiscuous 22-year-old, who was really good at fooling people into thinking that she was Vicky. Nikki was the alter that we saw most often on OLTL. Another alter was Princess, who was Vicky as a traumatized 7-year-old little girl who kept reliving the sexual abuse she suffered at the hands of her father, Victor Lord. Vicky's other alters. Vicky's other alters were a young boy named Tommy who would try and protect Princess, if I remember correctly. And then there was Jean Randolph, who took care of the other alters, and Tori Lord, who later turned out to be the one who murdered Victor in 1976, but it turned out he had survived, and then he finally died for real in 2003. And bizarrely, her father Victor Lord was her final alter. The bad guy who caused Vicky's Did in the first place was ironically an alter. And that alter tried to convince Vicky to kill herself. Terrible. It was a captivating storyline. And if you don't remember, Vicky died and was revived 3 times. Each time she went to heaven before being brought back to Llanview. Possibilities, Llanview characters on General Hospital. Now she's headed to Port Charles. The actress maybe or maybe not the character. They have not confirmed who she will be, but you know, this wouldn't be the first time because Frank Valentini brought in Blair Kramer from Llanview for a couple of episodes in 2023. Before that, Nora Buchanan had 3 episodes in 2019, and there had been some earlier, and then there was that whole Prospect Park lawsuit. So, it's not unprecedented to have Llanview residents pop up. But so far, we don't know for certain who Erika will be playing. And while most people probably that watched One Life to Live hope that she will be Vicky Lord, and that does seem most likely, I will say that. The Monica Quartermaine question, could Erika Slezak provide a dramatic exit? But we also wonder if there might be a twist. As you may recall, longtime GH actress Leslie Charleston passed away in January of this year. But her character Monica Quartermaine is still alive. She's in ill health. She's mentioned now and then. Leslie last appeared as Monica in 2023. And at some point, General Hospital has to write out Monica and acknowledge Leslie Charleston's character death somehow. So, that has me wondering if they would recast Monica for a big dramatic and sad exit storyline. A couple of actresses in the past subbed in for Leslie when she had health issues. And you know they could do it again. They could bring in Erika for a short arc to play Monica to give her a very dramatic exit death scenes with the family. We do know it's just for a short arc in the fall. And again, Erika could be Vicky. Makes sense. But if they're going to recast Monica Quartermaine for exit scenes, Erika Slezak would be a brilliant choice because, you know, she slipped in and out of playing Vicky and all those alters seamlessly. So obviously she could play Monica. So the showrunners might be plotting a big exit for Monica Q, recasting her with daytime royalty while still honoring Leslie Charleston. I think it could be done very respectfully. And Erika Slezak is coming this fall. So you know, maybe Monica gets a November sweeps epic exit storyline. You know, a recast played Monica in 2018 when Leslie Charleston suffered a leg injury. That was Patty McCormack. And then in 2022, for one episode, they brought in Holly Kaplan to play her when Leslie couldn't. So, it's not outside the realm of possibility to have a recast to play out Monica's final scenes. Fan expectations versus showrunner intentions, what's next for General Hospital? On one hand, ABC soap fans would likely prefer to see Erika Slezak as her Llanview character, Vicky Lord. But on the other hand, General Hospital fans want closure on Monica Q and to see her properly laid to rest. And if they are going to recast Monica for one final story, I think Erika Slezak is a great choice, but it could rub fans the wrong way. We'll see. We also know Frank Valentini really doesn't care what fans want because if he did, Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, would be alive and Drew Kane Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, would be dead. So we'll drop more details about Erika Slezak's GH debut as info comes out. Early spoilers June 23rd to 27th, Drew's proposal shocks, Christina spirals. General Hospital spoilers for June 23rd to 27th 2025. See Drew Kane Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, is going to propose and we'll find out Willow Tate's, Caitlin McMullen answer. Plus, Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey is in an absolute panic for very good reason. As we always do on Early Edition Day. We start with what is coming the rest of this week. General Hospital spoilers, Christina exposed? With that in mind, on Wednesday, June 18th, I'm excited to see this. It looks like Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, tells Christina she knows she cut Rick Lansing's, Rick Hurst, lines and Liz knows that Christina is the one that almost killed her, broke her leg, put her through that terrible surgery and that recovery. So of course, Christina wants to know if Liz is going to turn her into the cops. Now, bear in mind, Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, talked her out of it, but Christina doesn't know that. And I, for one, hope comes down hard on Christina because she's unhinged and needs a reality check. But I absolutely don't think she's going to press charges. General Hospital spoilers, Daisy Gilmore Corinthos is the talk of the town. Meanwhile, Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, and Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, have a really important talk about their newborn baby, Daisy. And Michael is worried from the jump because he thinks Sasha is going to try and cut him out of their daughter's life. But I don't think so because the main issue was that Michael was facing this custody battle with Willow and now that he's won it, I don't think Sasha is going to push him out because it's not the mob family thing because she was letting hitman Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, pretend to be the baby daddy. So that's out the window. Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, has a deep conversation with Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, and he tells her it just may be too late to save his marriage to Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr. And his wife is facing some rejection from Curtis. He's still protecting her from Drew on General Hospital. He is going to go ahead and write this hit piece on the Michael custody thing that Drew demanded, but all of Portia's lies are just too much. This is not the first time. It's not the second time. It's multiple times Curtis is done, which actually clears a path potentially for him and Jordan, which I know Jordan would like. Spoilers, Willow faces a huge decision. Meanwhile, Willow is facing a huge decision because it looks like Drew decides to propose to her. Now, in your best of all possible world, you want a romantic proposal. This one seems transactional because after talking with his lawyer Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, the other day, Drew is convinced that him and Willow getting married is going to help with future custody issues. However, I will say, we all know this, Drew would love to be Willow's husband because he is obsessed with her and wants ownership papers, and she is officially divorced now after that disastrous hearing. So Drew tells Willow that getting married will give them a fighting chance. But then hopefully he's going to throw a little "but I love you" romance. I wanted to marry you anyway thing in there. All the gaslighting he likes to do. General Hospital spoilers, Trina rages. Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, angrily tells her mom Portia that she really hates Drew Kane lot. And I wonder if Trina is going to tell Portia what Kai overheard, which is disastrous for somebody else to find out about this. And Trina and Kai get some big news as well on Wednesday. Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, is flirting up Ava Jerome, Maura West at the pool. He's making progress in this seduction plan like Christina is paying him to do. I feel like at this point he's just a man, like legitimately he's taking cash to seduce a woman. I don't know what else you call it but prostitution. And yet probably still not the worst thing Cody has ever done. Plus, Dr. Isaiah Gannon, Sandy Wilson, threatens Rick, and it looks like that it's about Liz. I think Dr. Isaiah is watching out for Liz now that Lucky has gone, on his behalf. But don't expect Rick to back down. He's probably only scared of Jason. I think that's the only person in Port Charles that puts the fear of God into Rick. General Hospital spoilers, Michael and Jason discuss Willow and Drew. Thursday, June 19th, Michael and Jason talk a lot to discuss about Willow and Drew. Sasha and Daisy, the kids, the custody, all that. Jordan is venting to Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, and I'm guessing they're going to be talking about Hank Dalton, Daniel Goddard, and Anna is probably going to tell her that Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna lied and said there's nothing there. Jordan is probably going to be venting about what Drew is doing, holding Curtis' feet to the fire, blackmailing Portia, and they probably need to talk about Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda, while they're catching up. Speaking of him, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard, is pumping Sidwell for some information. Of course, Sonny is still looking for info about who bombed his penthouse, and the wholesale of the piers is still at question. He needs to know Sidwell didn't do this. And Brennan said the other day that all the hits on Sonny have ties to the intelligence community. So, this could be Sidwell, or this could be some new or old foe of Sonny's that they're bringing in for big summer hot action. General Hospital spoilers, will Marco get immunity? Marco Rios, Adrian Anchondo, is unsure what to do on Thursday. He's got a lot of irons in the fire. I'm really enjoying him, I have to say. So, there's the issue with his mom Natalia Rogers Ramirez, Eva LaRue DUI, and the deal that D.A. Turner, Nazneen contractor, is offering. He wants the immunity deal in place before she'll consider giving testimony against Sonny. And then Marco also is questioning this dodgy research about Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, that Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton asked him to do. And this is very exciting because Kelly Thibault is coming back soon. We're hearing Britt. So, it seems unlikely that the Britch would be back, but if it's not her, it's got to be Britch adjacent. General Hospital spoilers, Nina gets advice
Friday,
from Ava.
June
20th, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, is getting some advice from Ava likely about the Drew blackmail and his proposal to Willow. And it's not like Nina can speak up and say anything and encourage Willow not to say yes to the proposal because how Drew is threatening her. Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, has a moment with Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner. He's frustrated and is going to update her about the Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens Bruning chat, and maybe she'll comfort him and they'll get their first kiss. That guy needs something good going on because he is really pissed about life right now. Somebody backs Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, into a corner on Friday, likely Drew, based on those sketchy negotiations with Martin. Willow makes a big announcement. Is it that she and Drew are engaged? Probably. And Christina warns Michael. General Hospital spoilers. The week of June 23rd through the 27th. I expect we're going to see Drew's plan working just fine, and Willow may agree to marry him. Drew would probably like a fast wedding, but I doubt he'd elope. I bet he would want a spectacle to rub in Michael's face and to force Nina to participate. And don't forget that ring that was on Willow's finger when she was married to Michael is probably going to be recycled for this engagement, because Drew's feeling is he has just as much right to it because it's a Quartermaine family heirloom. So Michael will be pretty mad if his uncle is engaged to her with the same ring. We're going to have to wait and see if Christina can convince Elizabeth to talk to Rick about stopping the blackmail, but Liz might be open to it. Portia probably is going to come clean to Trina about what Kai overheard. General Hospital spoilers: Michael, Jason, and Carly stunned. Michael, Jason, and Carly, Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright, and others will be stunned over what looks like a coming engagement. Curtis is stuck rolling with the punches but warns Michael about the op-ed that he's not going to like. But he agrees with Curtis. They have to let Drew think he's got the upper hand. Tracy decides whether she is going to apologize to Drew, eat crow, and avoid jail. Sonny faces the risk from D.A. Turner and is looking for a way out. And Christina is quite optimistic about Cody seducing Ava. And the search for Jacinda Page Herschel is more important now than ever. Watch for more groundwork to be laid for Kelly Thiebaud's return in July.